Imagine a dance where every step, every movement is perfectly in sync, creating a seamless flow of rhythm and harmony. Just like this, the heart keeps its steady beat without missing a step, and fireflies light up in unison on a warm summer night, as if following a rhythm of their own. These captivating phenomena are examples of synchronization, a concept that might sound complex, but is actually a fundamental part of how the world around us operates. What we're witnessing is a perfect example of synchronization in nature. These little insects are actually coordinating their light patterns, creating a mesmerizing display that seems almost magical. But how do they do it? Each firefly has its own internal clock, kind of like a tiny metronome. As they observe their neighbors, they adjust their own flashing to match. It's like they're all reading from the same spectacular script. Now, let's zoom into something happening inside your own body right now. Your heart, that tireless muscle keeping you alive, is also a master of sync. Inside your heart, there are special cells called pacemaker cells. These cells send out electrical signals that make your heart beat. But here's the cool part. They don't just fire randomly. They sync up, creating that steady rhythm we all know and love. It's like a microscopic orchestra, with each cell playing its part in perfect time. But synchronization isn't just about biology. It's a fundamental principle that shows up everywhere in nature, from the tiniest atoms to the vastness of space. Your gadgets, like smartphones and computers, are full of tiny components working together, much like a team collaborating on a project. They sync up to perform tasks, like sending messages or playing games smoothly. Let's talk about one of the most obvious examples of sync in our night sky, the moon. Have you ever noticed that we always see the same side of the moon? That's because the moon is in sync with Earth's rotation. Scientists call this tidal locking, and it's a dance that's been going on for billions of years. Did you know that some species of cicadas emerge from the ground only once every 13 or 17 years? And when they do, they all come out at the same time, creating a synchronized spectacle that baffles predators and ensures their survival. It's an incredible example of how synchronization can be a powerful evolutionary strategy. Synchronization also plays a vital role in how we think, learn, and remember. Inside your brain, billions of neurons communicate through electrical impulses, creating intricate patterns of activity. These neurons often fire in sync, forming neural networks that allow your brain to process information efficiently. When these signals align, it's like a well-rehearsed team solving a problem together, which also helps in making strong memories. If you're curious about the nature of memory and how it's stored within our brains, we've made a video about it. Don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel for more similar content. Too much synchronization in the brain can lead to conditions like epilepsy, where excessive activity disrupts normal brain function. The concept of synchronization, which finds its roots in the ancient Greek words syn, meaning together, and chronos, meaning time, is all about perfect timing. It's like a beautifully choreographed dance where everything moves in harmony as if following a single rhythm. Now, you might be wondering, why does nature love sync so much? Well, it turns out that synchronization often makes systems more efficient and stable. Take these birds, for example. When they fly in formation, they're not just showing off. By syncing their movements, they can fly farther and use less energy. It's nature's way of carpooling. Even our brains get in on the sync action. When you're learning something new or solving a problem, different parts of your brain sync up their activity. It's like different departments in a company coordinating to get a big project done. But sync isn't just for living things. Even inanimate objects can get into the groove. Check out these pendulum clocks. If you put them on the same surface, they'll eventually sync up their swinging. It's like they're having their own little dance party. So, What's the secret behind all this synchronization? Well, scientists have a fancy term for it: coupled oscillators. Basically, it means things that repeat a pattern and can influence each other. When these oscillators interact in just the right way, boom, synchronization happens. There's even a mathematical model called the Kuramoto model that helps explain how this works. Developed by Yoshiki Kuramoto, this model is like a conductor orchestrating a massive ensemble. The players in this ensemble are called oscillators, anything that repeats a pattern, from a swinging pendulum to a firing neuron. The Kuramoto model focuses on two key elements: how strongly these oscillators interact and how different their natural rhythms are. Intriguingly, the model reveals that even if the oscillators are playing different tunes, they can harmonize if they're connected strongly enough. It's like a group of musicians tuning their instruments to each other. But if they're already playing similar notes, even a gentle push can bring them into perfect sync. One of the most fascinating aspects of the Kuramoto model is the concept of a phase transition. Imagine a crowd of people trying to clap in unison. Initially, it's a cacophony of random claps, but as they start to pay attention to each other, a magical moment occurs. Suddenly, everyone is clapping together. This abrupt shift from disorder to order is akin to a phase transition in the Kuramoto model. The implications of this model are far-reaching. It helps us understand everything from the flashing of fireflies to the rhythm of our hearts. Synchronization even plays a role in our modern infrastructure. Traffic lights in many cities are synchronized to create green waves, allowing for smoother traffic flow. It's like the city itself is dancing to an invisible rhythm. Have you ever walked across a crowded bridge and felt it swaying slightly? That's because large groups of people walking can sometimes sync up their steps, creating a resonance that can actually be dangerous for the structure. Engineers have to account for this phenomenon when designing bridges. But let's get back to nature, where some of the most fascinating examples of sync occur. Now, you might be wondering, is sync always a good thing? Well, not necessarily. In some cases, too much synchronization can be problematic. Remember how we talked about brain cells syncing up? Well, in conditions like epilepsy, excessive synchronization of brain activity can lead to seizures. It's a reminder that in nature, as in life, balance is key. And who knows? Understanding sync better could help us solve some big problems, like improving our health, creating more efficient technologies, or even predicting natural disasters. Some scientists are exploring how sync might play a role in phenomena like earthquakes or climate patterns. The possibilities are as endless as nature's capacity to amaze us. And here's a fun fact to leave you with. Even our sleep cycles can sync up with the people we're close to. So next time you and your partner or roommate feel sleepy at the same time, you might just be experiencing a bit of human synchronization.